Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And his throw here's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Buddy Johnson there on the stop.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And hang on here, because still down after that play is Marquise Brown. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rodgers now to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 5 now, second and a yard. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after one. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. On second down, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Right back to Freiermuth, complete this time. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these 2 sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And these guys will take 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a give to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought it may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Rodgers again now. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's brought in by Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, 33 yards. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson running again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throw left side, complete to QT. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. And that'll set him back 5.
Still 30.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Trucks over it. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we